All right, that's about some of the cues that we are watching, but in terms of the stock-specific action, it's going to be a yet again interesting day. Firstly, let's tell you which are the stocks that are on the top of the list when it comes to the likely buzzers. And first up is Cipla, because that company has actually gone ahead and signed a distribution and promotion agreement with Eli Lilly to actually launch tirzepatide. That's one of the GLP-1 opportunities in India, wherein Eli Lilly will actually manufacture and supply these products to Cipla, and Cipla will actually market those in the Indian markets, and analysts do believe it will help reach into tier 4 and 3 cities, wherein the reach will expand indeed, because the whole GLP-1 market is indeed very big. That's expected to touch almost 1 billion in sales in India by FY29, and analysts do believe that it can add almost 3% to its revenues, domestic revenues, going ahead, and 1.5% to EBITDA over the next 3 years, and that's about Elara's estimate, while Nuvama has gone ahead and raised the target price on Cipla to 1725. Other than that, Tata Motors is going to be in focus today on the back of a bit of a negative news coming in, wherein S&P credit rating has actually downgraded the rating on JLR, and that is something that we will be watching out for. NTPC Green Energy, that counter too, is going to be in focus today on the back of the news flow, wherein 9.9 megawatts of wind capacity has been declared for commercial operation in Bhuj, and that is one of the positive news flow that we are getting to understand on NTPC Green Energy, when the group stands overall commercial capacity at over 7,500 megawatts. One of the recently listed counters, that is EPAC Prefab Tech, is going to be in focus, as BofA Securities Europe has bought over 5.5 lakh shares at a price of 234 rupees. Other than that, Kohance will also be in focus today, as PNB Paribas Financial Markets has bought over 1 lakh shares at a price of 890 rupees, while Morgan Stanley Singapore Asia has sold a similar amount at a price of 890.75 paisa. So these are the stocks that are going to be in focus in today's trading session.
Absolutely, Srishti. Lots of stocks to track today, but Ashesha is standing by with another list of stocks that will be in focus today. Ashesha, which are the stocks that you are tracking? Lots of corporate announcements and government announcements as well that are going to impact stocks today.
Well, yes, and let's get started, and let's first talk about the defense sector. Remember, this sector was in focus yesterday as well, and yesterday post-market hours we got official confirmation that DAC has approved proposals worth about 79,000 crore rupees, and they also say that this is to enhance the capability of the Indian armed forces. So the entire sector, including the likes of Hindustan Aeronautics Bharat Dynamics, will be in focus on the back of this, and perhaps we could see some bit of positive reaction on the entire sector. Colgate, meanwhile, has reported its numbers, and it's a weak set as compared to street estimates, and on a year-on-year basis, revenue has declined by about 6%. Margins have largely remained stable to come in at 32.1% versus 30.3% that the company had reported same time last year. So it's a contraction of a marginal 20 basis points that the company has reported. Now, as far as management commentary is concerned, it's mixed. They say that the second half of the year is likely to be better than the first half, but the second quarter was impacted on account of high growth base and GST-led disruptions in the quarter gone by. But weaker than expected set of numbers, Colgate will also be in focus. MotoCorp, meanwhile, on the back of their expansion plans, where the company said that they have entered into the UK market in partnership with MotoGP. This is to expand their global presence, which now is across 51 countries. And they also launched Euro 5 Plus Hung 440 motorcycle. So keep an eye out on MotoCorp, this on the back of their global expansion plans. Syngene International, meanwhile, they are expanding their biologics facility to include fully integrated end-to-end services for antibody drug conjugates. So on the back of this news flow, this is a positive yet again, and the stock in focus on the back of that. Lastly, let's talk about Syrma, SGS and Premium Energies, where both the companies will collectively and jointly acquire 100% stake in K Solar Energy. This will be for about 170 odd crores, and they also say that this is to expand into India's residential solar inverter market under PM Surya Ghar scheme. So on the back of this joint acquisition that both these companies have done for a consideration of about 170 odd crores, keep an eye out on both these counters.